Hey all. So this is a record. 2 times, one day, I'm posting a video. Actually, when I post this, I'll probably post this tomorrow. But today is the 16th of October, Wednesday. Um, yeah, making another video. So I went out, and as I was walking back, someone came up behind me and was shouting, and he was saying something like, that I better stop. He was saying, "You better stop putting this in my head," and and he was saying that if I don't, I'm not gonna like it. Okay, so I turned around to this finger in my face, telling me that accusing me of putting something in his head, and telling me that I'm not gonna like it and that I better walk off. And then he just kept saying, shouting, "You better walk off, you better walk off." I'm not gonna walk off. Now, don't get me wrong. If I suspected any real danger, I would have walked off. And this is more for other targets as well. Don't put yourself in dangerous situations. If you really think there could be a possibility of danger to your life, walk away. All right? In this case, there wasn't. First of all, he was in a wheelchair. Second of all, this is an area of Chicago that is heavily, there are police cameras everywhere. All right, so, and it's not that they won't ever do something physical where there are cameras around. They did once. But the likelihood of him doing anything at all, plus we were in front of a church, no. They want the target to look guilty. They don't want the perpetrators to look guilty. So the reason I stayed and tried to reason with him was because I wanted to let him know about organized stalking, and I didn't perceive any real threat. All right, and I was right. There was no real threat. That said, in the video, and I have the video, you'll see me walking, and I'm sorry, it's a bit shaky because I had my camera on an armband. Like, I had an armband on my arm and my camera was there. I usually film now just so I can catch these incidents when they happen, and I'm going to start filming more. But I'm moving my arms as I walk, so it starts out kind of back and forth. It's only a few seconds. Please bear with me. So then you'll hear someone shouting from behind me, and and I told you what he said, and so I turn around, and I tell him, you'll hear me tell him to read my shirt, and you won't be able to see it, but the front of my shirt and the back, but I had a backpack on. It was a shirt that's anti-organized stalking. So the reason I told him to read my shirt was because of that, because he was accusing me of being in his head. So, and this is terminology that we in the targeted community understand. I don't believe he was another target who mistook me as the bad guy. I believe that this was a setup because the perpetrators, the organizers know how much I hate projection. So they had him come and accuse me. So, yeah, I told him to read my shirt, and, he starts shouting about how he doesn't give a damn about my shirt. I started talking to him, and eventually he did start calming down. I started telling him about organized stalking, about COINTELPRO. He's still telling me to walk on, even though he's the one who was coming after me, okay? I literally, I never saw him coming. He came up behind me, okay, and started shouting. So the entire time he's telling me to walk on, and I'm trying to reason with him. I'm not going to walk on. You come up to me and you start a fight, I'm going to try to explain to you what organized stalking is, okay? And really, there's no other reason to come up to me and start a fight. I don't pick fights with people. If you see me shouting on the street, it's because someone provoked me, right? It was one of the perpetrators. In this case, I didn't shout at him. I think I did curse in the middle, and I wasn't talking to him. I was talking about the organized stalkers, that these animals still have control over everything. I'm going to try to edit some of that out just because for YouTube, I want to make sure that this is safe for YouTube. I wanted to make this intro video to that video so you know what was going on. Aside from that, I don't think this is a bad guy at all. Plus, by the end, he really looked like he was starting to understand, and that he made a mistake. That he really did come after the wrong person. I'm not the bad guy here. And I wish I could have said more, but I didn't. We left on good terms. He's like, all right, man, just go on. And I left, and I said, I wished him well. And I said, God bless you. And that was it. I have no ill will toward him. I think that if he was a perpetrator, which he probably was, this is what they do, because there's no other reason to come after me and point your finger in my face and shout that I've done something to you. I don't go around doing anything to anyone. So, unless they're a perpetrator, then I'll shout back. But that wasn't the case here until, he came after me, and even then I wasn't shouting at him. I don't think he's a bad guy. So, I think that keep them coming then. The more they come at me, the more I'm going to educate them about organized stalking, about COINTELPRO. I want them to research all of this. I want them to research it. The more people who learn about what this is, the more people we get on our side. All right? The more help we're going to have. So, fine, keep them coming. I'm just going to talk, and I'm going to talk and talk and talk until as many perpetrators as you have coming at me hear the truth. Organized stalking, COINTELPRO, Zerzetsung, covert warfare, okay? Until they start researching. That's for you perpetrators out there who are going to be listening to this. I'm going to educate. As for the other targets, again, as I said, be careful. This isn't something that everyone should do in every situation or ever. If you perceive any actual threat, walk on. Okay, I don't want anyone to get into serious trouble. Anyway, I'm going to try to attach that video to this one. I'm going to put them together, and I'll see how that works. I probably won't post this until tomorrow. So anyway, good night all.
Do anything else in my head,
What's
you
that?
ain't gonna like it. Well, do anything else in my head, you ain't gonna like it. Go ahead, you start walking. Walk, dude.
You're one of them, aren't you?
Yeah. Go ahead, see to go.
Look at my shirt.
I don't give a fuck about your shirt.
I don't know you.
Start walking, man.
You tell whoever sent you after me?
Uh-huh.
Tell
Start
them
walking. Start walking. Have a nice day.
How do they control everything still? Those goddamn, you know it. You're attacking the wrong person. I pissed them off online, and they've come after me in real life. And they got you too, huh?
Good day, brother.
You came to
Have
me.
a good day, man.
You came to me. You came to me. I pissed off these bastards online. They send everyone after me. It's called organized stalking. Gang stalking. Look it up online. I know they sent you. Turn the tables. Act like I'm the one fucking with you. I know they sent you. Go ahead. Research it. How the hell do they still control everything?
Have a good day, man.
They still control everything, huh? This isn't what we fought for. This isn't what we fought for. Research gang stalking, it's a derivative of COINTELPRO. Research everything you know. Now you heard some truth. Now you heard some truth. All right. God bless you, man.